Have you ever wondered why we struggle to completely understand people? It's a question that has piqued the curiosity of philosophers, psychologists, and common folks alike. The answer lies in the labyrinthine complexity of human behavior and emotions. The human mind is a vast and intricate landscape rich with thoughts, feelings, and desires that are as unique as fingerprints. No two minds are the same, and therein lies the enigma of understanding people. We are not merely trying to understand a set pattern of behavior, but a dynamic, evolving entity. Now let's delve a little deeper into the realm of psychology. There's a concept known as the theory of mind. This theory proposes that every person possesses a mind separate from their own, filled with its own unique thoughts, feelings, and desires. It's like every individual is an island with its own weather system, flora and fauna. And to understand this island, one must navigate the choppy waters, explore the dense forests, and adapt to the changing weather. This concept begins to untangle the threads of the complex tapestry of human understanding. It teaches us that we cannot project our feelings and thoughts onto others, assuming they will mirror our own. Instead, we must recognize and respect the individuality of each person. It's not about seeing people as we are, but as they are. Understanding people is an intricate dance between empathy and the recognition of individuality. It's about listening to the unspoken words, feeling the unexpressed emotions, and seeing the unseen desires. Each person you meet is a puzzle waiting to be solved, a story waiting to be read. And while this process is challenging, it is also deeply rewarding. The more we understand others, the more we understand ourselves. It's a journey of discovery, connection, and ultimately, growth. In essence, understanding people is a complex process that involves empathy and the recognition of individuality. It's not about cracking a code or solving a riddle, it's about opening our hearts and minds to the diversity of human experience. And that, my friends, is the real beauty of understanding people. So how does one begin to understand others? The first step is empathy. Empathy, a term often thrown around in psychology, is more than just a buzzword. It's a critical tool in our arsenal to understand our fellow human beings. But what exactly is empathy? In the simplest terms, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's stepping into someone else's shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. In the realm of psychology, empathy has a profound role. It's the bridge that connects us to others, allowing us to predict their behavior and responses. It's like having a crystal ball that gives us a glimpse into another person's mind and heart. Take, for example, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. The research showed that people who scored high on empathy tests were more accurate in predicting how others would react in various situations. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into empathy. There are two types of empathy: cognitive and emotional. Cognitive empathy is understanding someone else's perspective or mental state. It's like being a mind reader, deciphering what's going on in someone else's head. On the other hand, emotional empathy is feeling what another person is feeling. When a friend is heartbroken, and you feel a pang in your chest, that's emotional empathy. You're sharing their emotional experience. Both cognitive and emotional empathy are vital in understanding others. Cognitive empathy allows us to comprehend the thoughts and motivations of others, while emotional empathy enables us to connect on a deeper, more personal level. Together, these two types of empathy create a holistic understanding of the person we are trying to connect with. So why is empathy so important? Because it breaks down walls. It bridges gaps, it fosters connection and understanding. It reminds us that beneath our differences, we're all human, with similar hopes, fears, and dreams. Through empathy, we find the key to decipher the puzzle of understanding people. But empathy is just one part of the equation. Our social and cultural contexts also play a significant role. Indeed, our understanding of people isn't shaped in isolation. It is influenced by a complex interplay of social and cultural factors. These factors form the fabric of our lives, shaping our perceptions, beliefs, attitudes, and even how we interpret the behavior of others. Take the concept of individualism versus collectivism, for instance. In individualistic societies like the United States or Western Europe, people tend to view themselves as independent entities, distinct from the group. They place high value on personal achievements, autonomy, and direct communication, so when interacting with others, they might focus more on personal traits and behaviors. On the other hand, in collectivist societies, such as those in East Asia or South America, the group's needs often take precedence over the individual's. Harmony, respect for hierarchy, and indirect communication are highly valued. So, when these individuals seek to understand others, they might pay more attention to the person's role within the group or community. Another salient factor is cultural norms and values. Let's consider the concept of face in many Asian cultures, which refers to one's reputation and social standing. Misunderstanding this concept could lead to misinterpretations when trying to understand an individual from such a culture. For example, a person might hold back their true feelings to maintain face, which could be misconstrued as dishonesty by someone unfamiliar with the concept. Furthermore, our social experiences, including our interactions with family, friends, and broader societal structures, also shape our understanding of others. For example, growing up in a diverse neighborhood might foster a more open and understanding perspective towards different cultures and personalities. So, it's clear that our understanding of others is not simply a matter of empathy. It's a multifaceted process that is intricately tied to our social and cultural milieu. Our environment, experiences, and cultural background shape the lens through which we perceive and understand others. So, our environment and cultural background shape the lens through which we perceive and understand others. Let's not forget the power of communication in understanding people. It's a fundamental tool that helps us decode the complexities of human behavior and delve deeper into the minds and hearts of those around us. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just about speaking, but also about listening, observing, and interpreting. It's a dance of words, expressions, gestures, and even silences. Take verbal communication, for instance. It's about more than just the words we use. It's also about how we use them. The tone, the pace, the emphasis, all these subtle cues can reveal a lot about what's going on inside a person's mind. A simple "I'm fine" can mean a million different things depending on how it's said. It can reflect genuine contentment, or it can be a mask for underlying turmoil. Then there's non-verbal communication. Our bodies often speak louder than our words. A furrowed brow, a clenched fist, a subtle eye roll, these can all hint at thoughts and emotions that words might fail to express. Studies have shown that up to 93% of communication can be non-verbal. That's how powerful it is. Effective communication can enhance our understanding of others' feelings and thoughts. One study by the University of California, Los Angeles, found that people who are good communicators are better at understanding the emotions of others. They're skilled at picking up on those subtle cues, both verbal and nonverbal, that give away what someone is really thinking or feeling. So how can we harness the power of communication to understand others better? It's about being present, being attentive, and being empathetic. It's about asking the right questions and listening to the answers without judgment. It's about observing the unspoken and interpreting it with sensitivity. In essence, communication is more than a tool. It's an art. And like any art, it requires practice, patience, and a deep understanding of its subject, in this case, the human being. Communication, then, is the bridge that connects us to the world of others. It's the key that unlocks the door to understanding people. So, let's keep on communicating, let's keep on understanding. In this journey to understand people, we've explored several elements. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. We began with the enigma of understanding people. Humans, with their intricate thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, are complex beings. Understanding them is a puzzle that we're all striving to solve. It's not a one-size-fits-all scenario. Each person is a unique combination of their experiences, perspectives, and values. Next, we delved into the indispensable role of empathy. It's the ability to step into another person's shoes, to feel what they feel, and understand their perspective. Empathy is the bridge that connects us to others, breaking down the walls of misunderstanding and fostering mutual respect and compassion. We explored the profound influence of social and cultural factors. Our upbringing, societal norms, and cultural background shape our views, attitudes, and behaviors. To truly understand people, we must consider these factors, acknowledging the diversity of human experience and respecting the different paths we've all walked. Lastly, we discussed the power of communication. Understanding others is not a passive process, it requires active communication. It's about listening not just to the words spoken but also to the silence, the unspoken words, the emotions conveyed. It's about asking questions, seeking clarity, expressing our thoughts and feelings, and creating a dialogue that fosters understanding. But remember, this is not a linear process, nor is it a one-time task. It's a continuous journey of learning and growing. It involves self-reflection, patience, openness, and a lot of practice. It's a journey filled with challenges but also with profound rewards. Understanding people is more than just a skill. It's a way of life, a way of connecting, a way of enriching our experiences, and a way of making the world a better place. Remember, understanding people is a continuous journey, not a destination. So, keep exploring, keep empathizing, and keep communicating.